Hi and welcome to Devil's Rush Gaming. My name's Christopher and today is the start really of the terrain series. You would have noticed a couple of days ago I would have released a video on all the MDF kits that I bought, and at that point I was still waiting for a further package of some extra stuff as well that was coming through. So what I'm going to build today is the Sci-Fi Gothic Bunker MK2 or Mark II from TT Combat. Now when I ordered it I was like, okay, yep, they've got loads of details involved. So it shows just a brief part of it. These are some of the trenches and then some really nice detail. Oh, box straight out there, so some of it, you know, is very well detailed. Now I can already feel that there is something on top of the MDF, and this is something that's really common. It's in the manufacturing process when they're lasering. It does affect your paint. So the idea is that you just get a cloth, some warm water, not too wet, because obviously you're just going to be brushing it over, and then coming over the model to clean this excess off with part of the process. Even though some of them all you're not going to see, it's not going to affect like which part is built and which part's actually going to be shown. But you can really see on my cloth it's taking something off. Now it's, not only is this important because the primer will stick, but MDF is really notoriously known for soaking up the paint. So therefore you need to spray it first or heavily wash it. Now some people think washing is really good, especially as some of this stuff has fantastic detail on there, and possibly the spray they use could get rid of that detail. If you're washing it you have to be careful because it's MDF, is wood at the end of the day, and you're putting more liquid into it, so it can warp it. That's tend to why I prefer to undercoat, but I'll going to do a bit of a test on a couple of these when I actually do paint them and see what I like. So this is just going to be the first of the building tutorial for this bunker. So how am I building it? One, there is no instructions at all on the package you get. Now it could be different if ordered directly from TT Combat, but TT Combat have a fantastic website, and every single one I've built they have a terrain. So I've actually got my laptop set up behind just to have a look through the terrain and see what it's really like and see where I go from there. Now, there's a nice little description that you see it's a modelling kit and not a toy and blah blah blah, but something they say in there that's really important for terrain is dry fix all of it first. That is massively important. You want to make sure that everything fits before you start gluing it. Now it sounds really silly and something really simple, but you'll be surprised how many kits you're going to have. You're putting them all together, you put that glue and you realise actually it doesn't quite work, or I want to add to it. There's one of the sections that I've got you can actually keep adding and stacking on top of each other, so if you glue it at any point you can't add other levels. So sometimes it's good to dry fix, make sure that that's exactly what you want, glue that one section and then glue the next section separate, then they'll be able to balance together on top of each other, and possibly using magnets in that case. MDF can still use magnets involved, especially for that, but it is a lot of effort for, well, in theory, I mean this is a £10 kit, so we don't want to go to a lot of effort to magnetise all the different levels and stuff, possibly not. But if it, you know, there's kits out there, there's going to be 60, 70, up end of £200, some of the fantastic kits that are coming out. You want to take your little bit extra time in there, and I'd magnetise certain bits of it, especially if it's putting it back together and dismantling it and putting it in your case. So let's put some of it together, and let's see how it goes. So I'm just going to do a little bit of the trench parts and go from there. So one of the little barriers just popped out, and there's loads of different ways on this. I'm just popping them out quickly using my hands and being very careful and thing. One thing you can do is put a 2p piece underneath and use a paintbrush just to dab into the edges, because it'll be thin enough to do it, and it doesn't cause any breaking. So as it's coming through, you're going to have to go through a knife on certain parts of this anyway. And then, actually, to be fair, this kit is really well built, so it's not breaking and it's going quite smoothly. So that's just 2 parts out. The instructions are very, very simple, as you just put them together as so. Okay, and dry fix. So obviously if you're PVA gluing, got to make sure it's going to be coming up on a base there, so use something appropriate to be able to PVA glue, and that's what it looks like. So what I'll do is I'll get them all together and then we'll see how it all goes. So this is what they look like done. They're really nicely detailed. Be interesting to know what comes out when I paint it. But to be honest, you could just use these as they are. You know, you don't need to always paint this MDF scenery. It has got enough detail in there. That's right. I just think it will look weird if it's not painted on a board. But to be honest, it's just a simple PVA glue, quick fix, done. You got some lovely barricades. Let's get on to the rest of the building, and let's see what that's like as well. So here's my progress so far. There's a little bit gluey in parts, but to be honest, just dry those off. Get a brush, just brush them off. See, it's looking quite nice. Nice little kit. Some parts were fiddly, but then you're doing multiple parts and multiple fits at the same time. So you sort of expect that from a full building. I can expect like the 3-part or the triangle base buildings being a lot easier. But really happy so far. Let's move on to the 4th and final side. And then put the top on. And I'll give it some more structural support as well. There you go. So here's the first MDF kit done. You can see a lot of details. Got some cool skulls. We've got the antenna, even the pattern on the top. Beautiful. And even on the crates, which I haven't stuck down. Because then I can move them around, or even have them with different pieces of scenery, or even for different games. So tell me what you think. Have you used this stuff before? I really like it. Next little short video will just be showing it off painted and what I do, but I just wanted to do a little build video first, just to let you see what it actually looks like. Hi everyone, so that's the first of hopefully quite a few of these little terrain features. Just a small video just showing you what it's like, how it's built together, and then I'll do a part 2 of this bunker, which is the Gothic Bunker MK2 from TT Combat. Obviously I bought them online just as a bulk order for eBay. It didn't come with the instructions, but the instructions are from the website directly. To be honest, they're quite easy. It's quite easy to follow and have a go without the instructions. But because you spend good money on this type of thing, and if you're not used to building this kit, then I thoroughly say look at the instructions. They're free on the Combat Sets website. I hope you enjoyed this. It's nice to get some bits of scenery done, and then you look at it and go, wow, it's amazing when you've got a whole terrain full and a whole board full for all your models to play on. I think it really uplifts the game. So tell us what you think. Hope you really enjoyed it. Like, share, turn on notifications, do all the YouTubey stuff wherever you're in the world. Make sure you enjoy it. Happy hobbying.